How do? Happy New Year. First trip at year, it's January 13th. Plan is for a winter camp at Pat's place. I have camped there before if anybody's seen any of these videos. I am still new at this game, so my viewing figures are very low, so you might not even watch this. Yeah, wild camp at Pat's place. I've done it before, it's summer. I'm taking the same route. Obviously Peak District's notoriously boggy. I'm hoping, obviously with weather as it is, it's frozen over. I don't break through the crust, which at best will mean wet, very cold feet. At worst it could get a bit more tricky if I go waist deep, because obviously there's not that many people about. It's been clear all day and then it's gone misty, foggy. It's 2:30, so obviously I've got an hour and a half or whatever to get there and get tent up. I'm not far off, it's not far. There might be somebody else there. If so, I will try and find another spot out of way of them. Obviously you can't book, as I've previously mentioned. I've got a new tent, which I'll talk about later, but a couple of years ago I got a Fox 1V2. It's a great tent, lightweight, but it's like a coffin. You can't spend, if you're using it in summer, you're just getting in bed and going straight to sleep and getting up early, and then I suppose it's alright, but it's going to be dark 4:30, 5 o'clock, and then not light again while 7:30, 8. It's a long time in your tent in winter, so you need to be comfortable. Whether you can argue whether it's a true 4-season tent as well, I suppose there's that. So I got rid of that and I bought a Van Gogh Hydra 200, which is great for just one day's. We're not walking too far. Conditions are favourable. It'll take a bit of hammer, but I don't want to take it up a mountain. But I won't do that anyway. I won't chase daft weather. That's not what I'm about. I've also got Lancashire 2, which I took on West Island Way and the St Cuthbert's Way, so that's a great tent, lightweight. I use walking poles, so that's great for multi-day walks. But I've not got one what, like I said, I won't chase daft weather, but I've not got one that I'd be confident in if winds did pick up and you're a bit exposed, so that's why I purchased the one I've just got. But we'll crack on, get to area, see if it's free. If not, I'll have to have a little wander about, but I'll bring you back in a bit. Okay, I'm here and the pitch is free. There's no views. They said it might clear about 10-11 o'clock, so we'll see what happens. I'd like to think I'd be fast asleep with them, but probably not. But yeah, it's pristine snow, so unless it snowed since we had the original downpour, I don't think anybody's camped it since then. So as I said, I've got a new tent. I'll try and get it up in here and I'll bring you back. Okay, the tent's up. As I mentioned, I've got a Lancashire and a Hydra. I wanted something for 4 seasons, but like I said before, not that I'm going to chase daft weather. That's not what I'm about. But I wanted something that if it did turn, I'd be protected. I couldn't justify the Hilleberg. They're just too much money, and they're obviously fantastic tents, but I like a bit of room. I don't like leaving me gear in vestibules. I like to have it in tent with me. And I don't think they're the biggest. So I've gone for this one. I don't know if you can see it for light, it's a bit misty. It's a Kuiu Stormstar 2-person. First time I pitched it, probably not the best. If I had a big wide area, I'd probably get it out a bit better for the first time, but I'm in a bit of a smallish space, so there's rocks and stuff around. There's barely any wind. I don't think it's due to pick up, so we should be fine. I pegged a few guys out, but again, because it's snow, I welded old. I have got some longer eastern pegs, but I've just brought the tent as I've received it. It's got 2 sets of pegs in, one shooter MSR ground dog types and some a bit longer. But I don't think we'll have any issues. So, what time is it? It's 5 to 4, so it's going to start getting dark. Over that way you normally see all of Sheffield, but obviously you can see what views are like. Well, obviously keep popping my head out, see if it clears. And also, because I'm at Pat's place again, it'd be rude not to have a drink. Plus, it's going to get dark about 5, and I'm going to be in tent for absolutely ages. So if I have a few drinks, it might help me to get to sleep. So I brought a few Hazy Janes. There's my bar. I don't need a fridge. So I'm going to get another couple of layers on. I've got another down jacket, and I've got bought some Nature Hike down. I call them trousers. A lot of people call them down pants, but if I said to Mrs. I bought some down pants, she'd think I bought some down underpants. So I call them down trousers or down bottoms. So I'll stick them on in a bit. I'm not cold yet, but obviously I've been moving about a bit, putting tent up. So yeah, I've got 8 little cans. I didn't bring stove, I did and ah. I have got a couple of dehydrated meals in house. But I thought with temperature, if gas plays up, if I've had 8 cans and start cooking, I'm likely to set tent on fire. So that's another thing. And then at morning, obviously it's nice to have a coffee, but I'll be away early. I'm working tomorrow. So as soon as it's light enough to get off, I'll be getting off, and then I'll call for a coffee on my way home. It's about a 45-minute drive. So yeah, put a few more layers on, and have a few cans. See you in a bit. There's Sheffield. So this is the first time I've been out in this type of weather, really. I don't know what the light's like, but I've got a big Agnes Rapide SL long and wide. I'm supposed to have a decent R rating, so we will see. I don't tend to sleep cold, so I think I'll be alright. I've got plenty of clothing. I've got the Alp Kit Pipe Dream 600, which again is supposed to be rated down to minuses, but again I've not had it in that as yet, so we'll see how we go tonight. I'm sure once I get in there and get it all zipped up, I'll be fine. But I'm 50 now and I've got some cans, so I'll be peeing every 15 minutes, so I'll be getting in and out a bit, but see how we get on. It's about 4:30. It's going to get dark soon, obviously. So this is the second time I've been to Pat's place. As I've mentioned, I come in summer. When I've got here, there's no sort of footprints, top spot. and snow's all pristine, so nobody's been here since we've had that snow, as I've mentioned also. So yeah, I'm filming this obviously Andrew Outside YouTube channel. I've been filming vlogs and what have you for about 18 months. I've been sort of trying to save them up so I could put them on one a week. Apparently it helps with algorithm, whatever that is. If anybody knows Mr. Algorithm, put a word in for me and ask him to increase my viewing figures, because they are low. I've not been doing it long, but yeah, I got 18 videos in bank, and I wanted to save them up so I could do them weekly. So I have scheduled them all now. They are on. There's been about half a dozen, I think, that's gone out. Mondays 6:30. Obviously my viewing figures are not very good. I'm not trying to compete with any of these other YouTubers, because there's some really good ones, and I'm obviously at the very amateur end of things, but I enjoy doing it. I'm obviously not going to be breaking any ground with telling people what kit I've got, because it's already out there. But initially I wanted to do it because when I do my multi-day hikes, I obviously watch loads of videos. I did it with Wainwrights, but I didn't film them. I didn't start filming until we're just about finished. But I used to watch loads of videos before I went on trips, and I thought, well, I'll film mine. If there's one bit of information in video that helps, just to give people a feel at routes, landmarks, what you see and whatnot, places to get food and water. So yeah, I enjoy doing it. I'm obviously, as mentioned, I'm very amateur. I'm not going to be winning any awards, and I think most views I've got on any of my videos is about 170, which were for Wyatt Rose's bike ride that I did a couple of years ago with one of mates. These what I've been putting on lately, I think most I've got 70 odd, which were for first West Island Way video, or for the completing Wainwrights video where we did a wild camp at Inanimate Tarn. I watched one other week from Good Bloke Outdoors, and it was like a Q&A, and people were saying how do you sort of improve your channel and whatnot, how do you start out. And like he says, just be consistent, put them out regular. I'll continue to do it as long as I enjoy it. I'm not obviously not doing it for subscribers, because I've only got about 15. So if you feel sorry for me and you want to subscribe, you can't lie, but I'm not overly fussed about that. I just enjoy doing it. It's part of the process. It's the same with planning when I do any multi-day hikes. I really enjoy planning side of it and watching other people's videos. As I say, I've done 18. There's a West Island Way series, Cumbria Way, St Cuthbert's Way, and then I'm doing Yorkshire Dells 30s. I've filmed some of them. I'm going to start doing Ethels up here in Peaks, it's not too far from me. What else? I've just started Outline Wainwrights, filmed about 4 of them. As I say, I'm not breaking any new ground, but I enjoy doing it, so as long as that's the case, I'll continue. It's quite nice here actually, not too cold at the minute. It's obviously going to be dark soon, so I can't just sit here all night on this rock. I'll have to get in tent at some point. But yeah, still got a few beers left, so I'll carry on drinking now. See you in a bit. Just a couple of quick things. I presume you can just about still see. First time I put this tent up, I have watched a number of videos. People have mentioned about these clips are a bit difficult. I know the light's not very good, but those who have seen tent will know what I'm pointing at. There's that one there, I can't get it on, I just can't do it, it's too hard. I managed to get others on. As I say, it's sort of in a funny position. It's not like a big area, so it's not it's probably not pitched as best as it could be. These sides are a bit flappy, obviously they should be more taut than that. English woodsman also mention this this clip here, keep your door up. Yeah, it is a bit pants. Could do with one at top there and one there at bottom. I've got my down pants on. It looks like I've been airing covered and made them myself. But if they're warm tonight, then it don't matter what they look like, does it? It's only 10 to 6. I suppose I'm going to have to go to sleep soon because there's nothing else to do. But just thinking about what's coming up. I've booked digs and train tickets for Scotland again for April. I went up in April last year, did West Island Way, which were absolutely superb. Did it over 6 days, really dropped out weather. I barely had any rain. It were absolutely gorgeous, as people who've been up the hill know. So in April of this year, I'm going up and I'm doing the East Island Way from Fort William to Aviemore, and then I'm going to jump on train at Aviemore to Inverness, have a night in Inverness, and then I'm doing the Great Glen Way from Inverness back to Fort William over 10 days, presuming my feet and my legs work. I need to get training. I've got Christmas bellies come on, so I've got some work to shift. As I say, we're only in start of January really, so I'll get some training in, try and get some weight shifted, and hopefully I'll be able to complete that. September, I'm thinking I'm doing South Downs Way. I've got loads of plans, but obviously I've got a wife and kids and dogs, so I can't just do what I want all year long. Coast to coast, I'd like to do that, but that's like a 2-week job. I've done it on bike, it took us 4 or 5 days, but to walk it, it's obviously a big chunk of time. I've got Pembrokeshire Coast Path and the Southwest Coast Path all in me walking app, Outdoor Active. So that's something I want to be doing in the next few years. And then obviously there's Outline Wainwrights to finish, Yorksdale's 30s, Peak District Effels. There's loads to go in there. I do remember last year, this period after Christmas, it just seemed to drag on for ages before weather turned. So I'm hoping it's not going to be like that this year. I am going to try and get out up until the spring. But we'll see how we go. I've got a couple of cans left, and I brought some food. I made a couple of sandwiches and called it Greg's. I've got some sausage rolls and stuff, but I'm not particularly hungry. I might have to just eat it out of boredom if I don't sleep, but we'll see. I've set my alarm for 11 because apparently it's going to clear up about 11 o'clock. So I've set my alarm for 11 just so if it's clear, so if I can get any nice shots I'll nip out at 10, see if it's any clearer, if I can see out. If not, I'm going to try and set a time lapse up on GoPro. I don't really know what I'm doing with it even after having it 12 months. So I'll set it off going. If it gets out decent, I'll put it on video. If not, I won't. I've set another alarm for 6:30. Probably not need it. I'll probably be awake all night. As soon as a bit of light, I'll get packed down and make us way back to the car. So unless out daft happens at night, I'll probably see you in the morning. No night. Morning. It's 10 to 7. Let's start getting sorted and get tent dropped. I think I fell asleep about 7:30 after I finished my cans. I woke up at 11 for a wee. And then I was just awake. I think last time I looked at my phone were about 10 to 4. And then I must have gone to sleep for a couple of hours. I woke up about 6:15. It's been a bit blowy, so it's obviously still fairly dark. It's a bit lighter, we obviously without snow cover, so I'll come round a bit, get stuff packed away, and then get tent dropped and start making his way back to the car. Tired. All packed up. This is me rubbish. Nothing behind. The ends of the poles are sort of frozen into sleeves, so a little bit of a faff getting them out. Having to tug on elastic, and it was snapping back and whacking me on the nail, which is not nice when your hands are already cold. And that bag it comes in, it don't go back in where you come out. Definitely need to get a stuff sack for that. Right, so back to the car. Not too far, not quite light, but as you can see with snow, you can see where we're going. Follow me on footsteps back to the main path. Oh. Right, nearly back at car. Thank you, Patrick. Cheers for pitch. See thee.